Right, good evening, students. You can start doing this paper until others are joining, right? Start doing this. I will discuss it, right? Right, shall we start? Right, as I said, your uh, last day, you should first read the instructions carefully. Check how long you can have to do the questions and how many questions are there. Here you can see in 2022, I have given only 20 questions, right? As usual, there are 5 choices. You have to select one or more answers. So if you select correct and wrong answers, you may receive minus marks or 0, right? And also you have to use the special sheet to mark the correct answers. You can see calculators are also not allowed, right? Okay, then we will look at how to do the first question. How to do the first one? It says 0.213 into 80 in standard form is, but again, ask you to find the standard form of the given expression, mathematical expression. So, the standard form again, what is mean by standard form? If you are writing any given number in a standard form, you should write the number as it is in the range of 0 to 9, right? Now, number එක බිඳුවත් 9ත් අතර සංඛ්‍යාවක් හැටියට තමයි ලියන්නේ. ලියලා then you should multiply it by 10 to the power the required value, right? එතකොට බිඳුවත් 9ත් අතර සංඛ්‍යාවක් විදිහට ලියලා 10 ගුණාකාර 10 බලවලින් ගුණ වෙන හැටියට පෙන්වනවා. අපි කියන්නේ ඒක standard form එකක් කියලා. Now, if you look at the first one, 0.213, it is not in the standard form. And also, you should multiply it by 80. When you multiply this by 80, what's the result? You multiply it, you just add 0 into the end of the number, then multiply it by 8. 8 into 3, 24. Right? 8 into 1, 8 plus 2, 10. Right? You can put 0, keep 1 outside. 8 into 2, 16, plus 1 is 17. Right? Now the answer is there are 3 decimal point are there. Therefore, you have to keep the decimal point on here. Now the number is this one, but you have to write it. If it is in standard form, you should write it as a number in between 0 and 9. When you write this as a just take is at not the 0, the 1 and 9, right? It should be greater than 0 and less than 10. If you write like this, greater than 0 and greater than or equal 1, or you can take that, right? So you can write it as 1.0 4 0 here. There is no value for the last 0. Then you can write it as 10 to the power 1. If you multiply this by 10, you will get a value, get the real value, right? So when you have the value, you consider the given number, then write it as a number in between 1 and 9, right? So it should be greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 10, right? So then when you write it like this, so what's the answer? First one එක හරිද නැහැ. Second one also not correct. Why is that? Since it is not 170.0, it is 17.040. Therefore, the answer is the third one. So, C. Then check whether any other answer which is equal to this one, right? අපි බැලුවොත් තියෙනවා ස්ටෑන්ඩඩ් ෆෝම් එක නම් අපි එකක් 10ත් අතර සංඛ්‍යාවක් හැටියට ලියලා ඉස්සෙල්ලා දීලා තියෙන එක සුළු කරන්න සුළු කරලා ඉවර වෙලා ඒක එකක් බලන්න ෆයිනල් ආන්සර් එක එකක් 10ත් අතර සංඛ්‍යාවක් විදිහට ලියලා ඒක ගුණ කරන්න 10 බලවලට. ඒක 10 10 to the power 0 වෙන්න පුළුවන් 10 to the power 1 2 ඒක according to the given number, right? Right. If you look at the second one, how do we solve this? Here it's given a number with indices, right? So 4 to the power of x minus y equal 8 to the power x plus y. How do we solve this one? Is there the base are equivalent? No. Or the powers are, or the indices are equivalent? No. Indices equivalent වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Power, the base equivalent වෙන්නේ නැහැ. So first you make so that the base are equivalent. So එකම base එක එන විදිහට හැදුවොත් in the left hand side you can write instead of 4 2 to the power 2 into x minus y, right? Equivalent. Instead of 8 you can write 2 to the power 3 into x plus y. Now the base are equivalent, therefore you can equal the indices. Base එක සමාන නම් අපිට indices සමානයි කියලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට 2 into 2x minus 2y equal වෙනවා 3x plus 3y. So when you solve this, what will happen? When 3x come into the, you can check the answers. In every answer, x is in the left hand side. Therefore, move all x's into the left hand side. If you move it, 2x minus 3x will be in x hand side. In the right hand side, 3y plus 2y, 5y. So the left hand side is equivalent to minus x equal 5y. Now there is no answer like this. Therefore, you can multiply both sides by minus. You multiply by minus 1. Then you will get the answer x equal minus 5y. Therefore, what is the answer for the second one? Second one, the answer is A. Right? For the third one, how do we solve the third one? Third one given the fractions. Solution to the equation. Check whether there is one or more solution into this equation. මේ වගේ එකක් අහම මොකද්ද ඔයාලා ඉස්සෙල්ලාම කරන්න ඕනේ? One side is equal to x over 2, other side is x plus 1 divided by 2 plus 2 divided by x minus 1. Then find the least common multiple of this side, the left hand side. Least common multiple is 2 into x minus 1, right? Then numerator will become then x plus 1 into x minus 1, x plus 1 into x minus 1 plus 2 into 2, you can directly write it as 4, equal x divided by 2, right? You can cut off these two. X plus 1, x minus 1, if you multiply x plus 1 by x minus 1, what's the answer? X squared minus 1 will result from this part, plus 4 divided by x minus 1 equal x is here. You can multiply these two together. In left hand side, x squared plus 3 will result, right? In the right hand side, x squared minus x will result, right? So x squared, both x squares are plus squared are in both sides. Therefore, you can cut off these two. Then minus x equal plus 3. So you can write there is only one solution since the square were cut off. The x is equal to minus 3. Right? මේ වගේ එකක් ආවම ඉස්සෙල්ලා පොදු හරය හොයාගෙන ඒක පැත්තක් සුළු කරගන්න. දෙපැත්තේම මේ වගේ addition එකක් හරි subtraction එකක් හරි multiplication එක හරි තිබ්බොත් මේ දෙපැත්තම සුළු කරලා ඉවරලා අන්තිමට එන එක සුළු කරලා. Then the question number 4. The sum of 3 consecutive odd integers is 309. Then the largest integer is. How do we find this? මේ වගේ එකක් දුන්නොත් we don't know the integer. When we're starting which value number we are adding, although we are counting 3 numbers. Since we don't know the first integer, then you can, instead of you can assume that it has 6. අපි දන්නේ මොකක්ද integer එක අපි හිතනවා ඒක x කියලා. ඒකට පළවෙනි එක x නම් consecutive කියන්නේ එක ළඟ. then දෙවෙනි එක x plus 1. තුන්වෙනි එක x plus 2. Says sum of 3 consecutive odd integers. If you consider the summation of these 3, then what will be the answer? 3x plus 3 is 309. Right? You can divide both sides by 3. Then you will get x plus 1 equal 1, 0, 3. Right? Then x is equal 1, 0, 2. Right? All right. Here not 3 consecutive integers, right? Says 3 consecutive odd integers. Odd integers නම් අපි මොකද කරන්නේ? දැන්නකෝ අපේ first odd integer එක x නම් මෙතන ලිව්වේ consecutive integers, right? If it says odd integer අපි හිතමු 1 නම් ඊළඟ odd එක අපි කොහොමද හොයන්නේ? 1 plus 2. Right? 3. එතකොට ඊළඟ odd integer එක 2. එතකොට අපි හිතුවොත් x කියන්නේ first odd integer එක නම් second odd integer එක x plus 2. Third odd integer එක x plus 3 නෙමෙයි නේ x plus 4. Right? Now if you add these 3 together, you will get 3x plus 6 equal 309. Then 3x equal 303. X is equal 101. Now x කියන එක දාන්නවා. Here ඒගොල්ලෝ අහන්නේ largest integer එක. එක ළඟ odd integers ටිකක් ගත්තොත් ඒකේ smallest integer 101. Then the largest integer should be is මේකේ 101 නම් ඊළඟ එක 103. ඊළඟ එක 105. Then the answer should be this one. Odd integers තුනක් ගැන නම් කියන්නේ අපි odd integer එක x කියලා ගත්තොත් එකට දෙයක් even integers තුනක් කිව්වත් ඒ වගේම තමයි. even integer එක x නම් ඊළඟ even integer එක x plus 2. ඊට පස්සේ එක x2 x plus 2 plus 2 එක වෙන x plus 4 කියලා ලියන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Right. If you move to fifth one, ඔයගොල්ලෝ බලන්න කොහොමද papers වල මෙන්න මේ වගේ questions විතරම එනවා. Right? මේ වගේ question එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම වගේ තියෙනවා. මම එදත් කිව්වා කොහොමද මෙහෙම question එකක් තිබ්බොත් first solve කරන්නේ. මොකද ඉස්සෙල්ලාම කරන්න ඕනේ. මේ complicated fraction part එක සුළු කරගෙන ඉන්න this part. If you solve this, numerator is x, in denominator x plus 1 divided by x plus 1. මොකක්ද ඒ කියන්නේ? Instead of x plus 1 over x, you can write x squared plus 1 divided by x. Right? Now you can get the reciprocal, or you can move upside down here. So this will be equivalent to This will be equal to what? Keep x as it is divided by 1 plus x divided by x squared plus 1. Right? මොකද මේම ලියුවේ කොහොමද අපි? එක යට x යට y කියලා තියෙනවනම් අපිට ඒක ලියන්න පුළුවන් y යට x විදියට. Right? Now if you consider these common multiple of these two, then square plus 1 is the common multiple. Part will be x squared plus 1 plus x, right? Then you will get x cubed plus x as the numerator divided by x squared plus 1 plus x at the denominator. Right? X cubed is 27. Plus 3 divided by 9 plus 1 plus 3. The denominator will become 13. Right? Denominator is 13. Numerator is 30. No? So what is the answer? For the fifth one, answer is C, the one that we have already. 30 divided by 30. මෙහෙම නැත්තම් තව ක්‍රමයක් තියෙනවා. අපි මෙච්චර x සුළු කර කර යන්නේ නැතුව first you can substitute the values. For x equal 3, 1 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3. මේකට substitute කරලා ඉවරෙලත් ඔයාලට ඕන මේක හොයන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? 3 divided by මෙතන එන්නේ 1 plus 3 over 10. Right? Is 30, 3 over 10. If you took as the least common multiple as 10, then this will become 13 divided by 10, and upper part will become 3. Sorry. This method is easy if all the values are properly solve it, right? So then 3 into 10 is 30 divided by 13. Right? ඔයාලා substitute කරත් නැතත් first මෙන්න මේ part එක solve කරගෙන ඉන්න ඕන. substitute කළා හෝ නැතුව හරි. ලේසි විදිහට ඒක ඒව කරන්න. ඉස්සෙල්ලා එතන solve කරගත්තේ නැත්නම් මේකේ උත්තරේ හරියට එන්නේ නැහැ. Right? So the answer is C. Right. Question number 6. If x equal 2, then the cube root of the expression x cube minus x plus 21 is. මෙහෙම වෙලාවේදී මේකේ cube root එක x base කරන් හොයන්න නැතුව x ට value එක ආදේශ කරගන්න. cube root එක කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? දැන් මොකක්ද? square root එක කිව්වොත් ඕන මේක අපි කියන්නේ මෙහෙම without mentioning the which is the root. If it is cube root, this means x cube plus 6 plus 21. නැත්නම් අපි මෙතනම ගමුකෝ. root එක කියන්නේ මේකේ තුන්වෙනි මූලය. Right? So if you consider this as x squared minus x plus 21, x cube කියන්නේ 8 minus 2 plus 21. Right? So cube root of this one. 8 minus 2 equivalent to 4. 4 plus 21 is 8 minus 2, 6. 6 plus 21 is 27. How do we find the cube root? If you can write this as a cubic, the power of 3 always, right? You can write this as 3 to the power 3. Cube root means the power of 1 over 3. Then these two parts will cut off. The answer will be E. තුන්වෙනි වල එක අපි එතකොට මුනේ බලයක් හැටියට ලියලා ලියුවාම එන බේස් එක තමයි අපි ගන්න කියුබ් රූට් එක හැටියට. දෙකේ බලයක් විදිහට ලියලා එනකොට එන බේස් එක තමයි අපි ඒකේ ස්ක්වයර් රූට් එක හැටියට ගන්න. right? ඉතින් එහෙම ගන්න පුළුවන් එකක් නම් එහෙම ගන්න ඕනේ. නැත්නම් අපිට වෙනම කැල්කියුලේෂන් එකක් කරලා හොයන්න. බට් ඔයාලට මෙතෙන්දි දෙන්නේ ඒ වගේ රූට් එක ගන්න පුළුවන් නම්බර් එකක්. right? If you move on to question number 7, right, try to do it by yourself. let's say in the question number 7, if x is added to the numerator and the denominator of the fraction 3 divided by 5, then the value is less than half. Right? Which of the following are true? මෙහෙම කිව්වහම ඒක ඉස්සෙල්ලා ලියා ගන්න. මොකද්ද කරලා තියෙන්නේ? X added to the numerator. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ බලනවා. You should know what is numerator and what is denominator. Right? When you write a number as a fraction, the upper part we call numerator and the lower part we call denominator. You should add x to the numerator. That means 3 is the numerator, and also 2, you should add x to the denominator. Denominator is 5. Then when you add this, the value is less than half. Now you have to solve this to find whether the given answers are true. දැන් බලන්න inequality එකක් විදිහට අපි ලියාගත්තේ. එතකොට අපි මේක solve කරා නම් අපිට we can find the solution or find whether the given inequalities are true. So if you multiply this side by 2, then this side by x plus 5, and write x plus 3 into 2 less than x plus, you can multiply these values to the 5. So the left hand side will become 2x plus 6 less than x plus 5. Now you can move the equal variable into the same side. So 2x minus x means you can I will directly write it. Now you should know those part, right? 2x minus 2, when you move 2x into this side, sorry, x into this side, 2x minus x, that is x. Then you should move 6 into other side, then that side will become 1. Right? Sorry, minus 1. Plus 5 minus 6 is equal to minus 1. So what is the answer for question number 7? X less than minus 1. The answer is this one. Okay. Right, now we will move to question number 8. Try to solve this inequality by yourself. Yes, how do we get the answer for the question number 8? Can consider, it says 2x minus 3 is less than x. Consider one part, right? So when you solve this, minus 3 less than minus x will become, right? So you can multiply both sides by minus. If අපි minus වලින් multiply කරොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? අපේ මේ greater than the less than the කියන sign එක change වෙනවා. If it is less than, it will become greater than. It is greater than, it will become less than. If you multiply this by minus, then this will become x is less than 3, right? You can see in all the answers, x is less than, sorry, x is less than 3 is there, right? Now, if you solve the right-hand side, x less than or equal 3x minus 1. Now, minus 2x less than or equal minus 1. You can divide both sides by minus 2. Right? Then what will happen? Again, the notation will change less than to greater than, right? So this side x greater than minus half. Therefore, x greater than or equal minus half, less than 3 is the, so this will become plus, right? X greater than or equal plus half and less than 3 is the answer. Question number 9. The following fraction is equal to. ඉන්න fraction එකක් දීලා තියෙනවා. අහනවා මේ fraction එක equal වෙන්නේ මොකකටද? දැන් කොහොමද හොයන්නේ? Yes, Nipun, your answer is correct. How do we find the which one is correct? බලන්න answer එකේ the fractional part එකක් නැහැ. එහෙනම් අපි කියන්නේ මේක අපි fraction එක අයින් කරගන්න ඕනේ. එහෙනම් අයින් කරනවා නම් අපිට මේක උඩයි යටයි දෙකම 1 minus root 2 වලින් multiply කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයාලට මතකනේ අර භාග අපිට fraction ලියන්න පුළුවන්නේ. equivalent fraction ලියන්න පුළුවන්. එකම සංඛ්‍යාවෙන් numerator එකයි denominator එකයි multiply කරනවා. So when you multiply the denominator 1 plus square root 2 with 1 minus square root, then it will become 1 plus, sorry, 1 minus 2. Right? Upper part will become 1 plus 2 and minus 2 square root 2. Now the numerator will become minus 1. Sorry, denominator will become minus 1. Numerator will become 3 minus 2 into square root 2. We multiply upper part and lower part by minus, then 2 into square root 2 minus 3 will be the answer. Right. Now move to next one. Says 19,000 is divided among 3 children ABC. The ratio of the amount received are AB 1 to 2, BC 3 to 5. Right? Then the amount received by ABC as a trial in rupees is question number 10. How do we find this? හරි මේ වගේ එකක් තිබ්බොත් අපි කොහොමද හොයන්නේ? Yes Nipun, your answer is correct, right? කොහොමද මෙහෙම එකක් තිබ්බොත් අපි හොයන්නේ? අපි ගන්නවා the ratio in between A B and C. A, B and B 1 to 2. දීලා තියෙනවා B and C 3 to 5. අපි මෙන්න මේ දෙක equal කරගන්න ඕනේ. Right? එතකොට if we multiply these 2 by 3, then it will become 3 to 6 in between A and B. Then multiply this part by 2, then it will become 6 to 10. Then now you can see these two are equivalent. Therefore, the ratio in between A, B, and C are 3, 6, and 10. Right? මේ ratio එකට තමයි ඒගොල්ලන්ට මේ සල්ලි බෙදලා තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පේනවා 3 to 6 to 10 ratio එකට බෙදලා නම් ඒ වගේ බෙදලා තියෙන්නේ කොයි එකේද? A එකේනේ. ඔයාලා බලුවා මේවා බැලුවොත් පේනවා ඇති මේ 3 6 10 විදිහට බෙදලා නැහැ මේ එකක්වත්. 5 6 8 4 5 10 ඒ වගේ. එතකොට 3 6 10 ratio එකට බෙදලා තියෙන්නේ 10. Question number 10 වල part A වලදී විතරයි. Right? Therefore, the answer is C. Question number 11. If an equilateral triangle is formed using wire of length 60 meter, then the area of the triangle is. Right? Find the area of the triangle. How do we find the answer for this one? Question number 11. So what is mean by equilateral triangle? If all the sides are equivalent, we say it's a equilateral triangle. Right? If you draw it, you can draw like this. Equilateral number. This part is 20. This part is 20. And this part 20. And what is the angle of each? The value size of the angle is 60. Each angles are equivalent to 60. Right? Now, how do we find? If you want to find the area, you should know the length of this one. Or height and the length. Height is perpendicular, should be perpendicular to the base that we are considering. Now, how do we find it? 20 sin theta, if you consider this as a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle එකක් කියලා consider කරලා right angle triangle එක opposite side එක you can find with the diagonal value of the diagonal sin theta is 60. 20 sin 60 is equivalent to the h, right? You know sin, what is the value of sin 60? Square root 3 divided by 2. Right? Then 10 into square root 3 is the height. Then you can find the area by using the equation half into the base is 20 and the height is 10 square root 3. Right? Then 10 into 10, 100. 100 square root 3 is the answer. Right? Here we have used the trigonometry. ඔගොල්ලන්ට මතක නම් trigonometry වල අපි standard table එකක් කරා. ඒ standard table එකේ sin 60 කියන්නේ කීයද? sin 30 කීයද? sin 90, sin 0, cos 60. ඒ values ටික අපි කරා. ඒ ටික මතක තියාගන්න වෙනවානේ. දැන් බැලුවම මෙතෙන්දී අපිට ඒක අවශ්‍ය වුණා මේ ගාන හදන්න. Right? Right. Now move to question number 12. What is the solution to the equation of this one? Log 10 x minus 2 equal minus 1. දැන් last day මං කලින් දවසෙත් කිව්වා මේ එකක් තිබ්බත් මොකද කරන්නේ? අපිට පුළුවන් මේක ලියන්න. This base will go into here as the base of minus 1, right? So x minus 2 is equal to 10 to the power minus 1, right? So x is equal to 10 to the power minus 1. Instead of that one, you can write 1 over 10 plus 2. 1 over 10, you can write it as 0.1 plus 2. Then what's the answer? Question number 12, the answer is B. Right? Right. Then question number 13. How do we do the question number 13? Try to do question number 13 by yourself. sorry, the first square of side centimeter enlarged by 50%, right? So it says the original one is the square means the shape which is having 4 equal side with 4 equal angles, right? So one side is 4, then the area of square is, we find the area by multiplying side length, right? So side length are 4 and 4, therefore 4 into 4, 16. Say, then enlarge the area by, enlarge it by 50%. Enlarge the side by 50%. 50% වලින් enlarge කරනවා කියන්නේ 4 තිබුණා නම් දෙකක් වැඩි වෙලා. ඒක තමයි මෙතන හෙව්වේ. 4 into 6. 50% කියන්නේ 2. එහෙනම් enlarge කරපු එකේ side length එක 6. Then 6. Then enlarge square එකේ area එක 6 into 6, 36. Here it asks, then the area of new square form will exceed the area of the original square by. එතකොට අහන්නේ වැඩි වෙච්ච ප්‍රමාණය කොච්චරද? පළවෙනි එකේ තියෙන 16. අපිට enlarge කරාට පස්සේ එන්නේ 36. Then 36 minus 16 is 20 square centimeter, right? So read the questions carefully and find what you have to do. Then question number 14. In a sale of buy one and get one free, an item is sold 1,200. If the profit is 20 on cost, what is the cost of an item to the seller? How do you find? So here buy one and get one free again. එකක් ගත්තොත් එකක් නිකන් දෙන්න. So then item, එතකොට item එක solve කරලා item දෙකම solve කරලා තියෙන්නේ 1,200 word. If the profit is 20% on cost, right? What is the cost of an item to seller? Therefore the profit එක 20%. එතකොට අපි cost එක 100 නම් profit එක 20% වෙනවා කියන්නේ අපි ආව sell කරන්න ඕනේ 120 වලට. Right? But now we have sell it into 1,200 වලට. We have to find what is the cost of item. So what we have to do, multiply 1,200 by 100 divided by 120. So this is 1, this is 10. So what is the answer? Both items sell into 1,000 rupees. Right? අපි 100 වලට ගත්තොත් අපි ඒක විකුණන්නේ 120 වලට. ඇයි? සිස්සක 20% profit එකක් තියෙනවා නම් අපි ඒක විකුණන්න ඕනේ 120. Now what we have solved it into 1200. And 1200 now, what is the cost of the item? You can find by multiplying 100 by 1200 and divided by 120. Then you will get the answer as 1000. Ask you, what is the cost of an item to the seller? We receive the cost as 1000. Since he has kept a profit, this 1000 is the value of both items. Therefore, one item is sell at 500, right? එක item එකක් විකනපු ගානේ යන්නේ item දෙකේම තමයි අපි විකනුවේ 1200. එතකොට item දෙකේම original cost එක වෙන්නේ 1000. එහෙනම් item එකක cost එක ඉන්නේ 1000 divided by 2, right? Right, now go to question number 15. The square of side 5 square root cm is removed from a quarter circle of radius 6 cm. Then the area of the remaining part is. මොකද්ද මේ කියන්නේ? quarter circle එකක් කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? circle එක අපි මෙහෙම ඇන්දොත් if you divide this into 4 parts, the one part we consider as quarter circle. Right? Right. How do you find the area of a circle? Five r squared is the area of the circle. If then the area of quarter circle is, you should divide this by 4. Now you know the r is 6. 5 into, sorry. Five into 6 squared means 36. Divided by 4 is the area of quarter circle. Then that is equivalent to 9, 5, right? This is the area of quarter circle. See, square මෙන්න මේකේ square size එකක් කපලා අයින් කරනවා. Square size එකේ side length එක square root 5. Right? Then square root 5 and side length area is 5. Square root 5 into square root 5. Sorry, I can't write here, right? Square root 5 into square root 5 is square root. Then remove the square root. The value is 5. Now you have to subtract the area of the square from the area of the quarter circle. Area of the quarter circle is 9, 5. Area of the square is 5. Then answer is 85 cm square, right? 85 square centimeters. Right? So the answer is B. Then question number 16. Move to question number 16. We do this quickly, we can move on to next paper also, right? Question number 16. The ratio of boys to girl in class is 4 to 2 and the class B 5 to 7. If class B has twice the number of children than class A, what is the ratio of boys or to girl overall? Right? The ratio of boys to girls in class A is 4 to 2. And that in class B, 5 to 7 tama girls boy ratio. If class B has twice the number of children than class A. AK girls like boys like 4 to 2. Sorry. 4 to 2 boys, girls. Huh? Boys 4 in one, girls line 2. Class B has 5 to 7. Right? If class B has twice the number of children than class A, what is the ratio of boys to girl overall? If you add these two, what will happen? 9 to 9 will be the ratio of boys to girls. That is 1 to 1, right? Or else you can think here, you can consider this common multiple of 5 and 4, right, is 20. Then and also here it say if the girls and boys are, the total number of students are twice greater than the class A, then you can see that if you add 4 and 2 here 8, sorry, 6, 7 and 5 is 12, right? The ratio is also given as double. Therefore, you can add the ratio of girls together and ratio of the boys together. Then it will come as 9 to 9. Then it is equivalent to 1 to 1. Right? Then question number 17. given that x is inversely proportional to square root of y. Also y equal 1. Right, try to do it by yourself. What is the answer for question number 17? How do you find this? So what is mean by inversely proportional? When one quantity is increased, other quantity will decrease. So we write it as x. Here it says x is inversely proportional. Right? X is we consider this as x is inversely proportional to the y. Proportional sign we write as alpha. It's just like this. Right? So this part you can write x equal k යට So k divided by y, or else xy equal into constant k, right? Right. Now, if these two are equally proportional, then xy is equal, y is given as 1, x is given as 2. Then xy is equal to, the constant value is equal to 2, right? Now here is given, y is given as 4. We don't know x. Y is given as 4, but this should be equivalent to 2. Right? So what will be the answer then? Then the answer should be B, no? If x equal to only, this will equivalent to this value. Right? Say given that x is inversely proportional to the square root of y. Sorry, it's given as square root of y, right? Not the y, the original value. Then square root of y. Then square root of y into square z is equivalent to 2. Why is that? Because y is equal to 1. The square root of 1 is equal to 1 and 1 into 2, 2. The k is equivalent to 2. If two numbers are equivalent, so inversely proportional, then the multiplication of that two numbers are equivalent to a constant. Now we will know the constant value. Here what you have is, you have to, here it say x and the square root y are inversely proportional. Then x into square root y should be equivalent to 2. Ne? Then square root 4 is 2. Then 2x equivalent to 2. Therefore, x is equivalent to 1. මේක මතක තියාගන්න. Inverse proportional නම් ඒ number දෙක මොනවා හරි කියලා තියෙන දෙක. මෙතන කියන්නේ x උයි y ගේ square root එකේ multiplication එක constant එකක්. right? ඒ දෙක multiply කරාම හැම වෙලේම ලැබෙන්නේ constant අගය. Inversely proportional හන්දා. right? Inversely proportional කියවම ඒ quality එක තමයි මතක තියාගන්න. If any two given numbers are inversely proportional, then the multiplication of that two numbers are equal to a constant. Here, the x is, here say x is inversely proportional, not to the y, say square root of y. Therefore, x into square root y is equivalent as k. You can consider this one. Right? Then x into square root y, if you find apply this into the given value, then you can find the constant as 2. Now we know the constant. Then ask when the y value is equal to 4, what is the x value? if it is inversely proportional, then you first, it is for inversely proportional to the square root of y. Therefore, you can write x into square root y equal to 2. Square root y is square root of 2. Square root of 4. Square root of 4 is equal to 2. Therefore, 2x equal to, then x is equal to 1 if you divide both sides by 2. So the answer is 1, right? 1, the answer is D. Therefore, the answer is D. The value we have got the answer as 1. That answer is given in the choice D. Then we will move on to question number 18. If 54n is a positive cubic number, then the least value of n. Right? If the 54n is positive cubic number, then the least value of n. What is mean by cubic number? Cubic number කිව්වේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මතක ඇති. මොකක්ද කිව්වේ? cubic number එකක් කිව්වේ අපි තුනේ බලයක් තියෙන number එකක්, right? So 54n කියන්නේ positive cubic number එකක්. එතකොට අපි ඒක n equal 1 වුණොත් එහෙම 54 කියන එක අපිට තුනේ බලයක් හැටියට එන සංඛ්‍යාවක් හැටියට ගන්න බෑ. n equal 2 වුණොත් 108. ඒක එනවද? නෑනේ. 54 3 වුණොත් 176. ඒක cubic number එකක් එනවද? බලන්න multiply කරලා බලන්න ඒක එනවද? cubic number එකක්ද? ඒ එන answer එක you check whether you can write it as a cubic number. Right? If you multiply 54 by 1, 54 is the answer. So 54 කියන්නේ you can write it as a cubic number. 54 into 2 කියන්නේ 108. Mm. 54 into 3 කිව්වම 176. මේ හැම cubic එකක්ම 10 වලට වඩා අඩු වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඇයි අපි 10 to the power 3 කිව්වම 10 into 10 100, 100 into 10 1000 එනවා. right? දැන් අපි 3 දැම්මත් එන්නේ පොඩි ගාණක්. එතකොට 10ට වඩා අඩු එක cubic එකක් හැටියට ලියන්න පුළුවන්ද කියන එක බලන්න. ඊට පස්සේ 54 into 4 දැම්මොත් එන්නේ 240 නේද? No. 4 into 6. 216. 54 into 5 දැම්මොත් එන්නේ 270. 2 16 කිව්වහම 8 into 8 64 64 into 8 ඒකෙන්නේ නෑනේ 7 into 7 49 49 into 7 63 6 into 6 36 36 into 6 1 2 6 නේ right 6 එනවනේ 6 to the power 3 is 216 all this 6 36 into 6 is 6 into 6 8 6 into 3 18 plus 3 21 then you can consider this as n as 4 right then question number 19 we move to question number 19. You can see the given question in 2022 is not much difficult as previous years, and also you can easily find the answers, right? The solution to x plus x minus 1 equals 0 is R, right? මොකද්ද මේ equation එකේ කොහොමද අපි solution හොයන්නේ? ඔයාලට මේක පේනවා ඇති මේක හරියට square root x x වල square එකනේ අපි x කියන්නේ. Instead of x you can write square root x වල square plus x square root minus 1 equals 0. Now, how do you find the answer for this one? දැන් අපි මේක හිතුවොත් එහෙම quadratic equation එකක් හැටියට ඕගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා කොහොමද quadratic equation එකේ answers හොයන්නේ? whatever the value in here මෙතන පේනවනේ square root x whole squared plus square root x minus 1 equals 0. නැත්නම් x මෙතන x squared plus square value එකක් තිබුණා අපි කොහොමද එහෙම ඒක හිතන්න ඕනේ මෙතන බලන්න square if there is a square then you can consider the quadratic equation. Then how do we find the solution for quadratic equation? You can use the equation in the quadratic equation Now we have considered square root x as the solution. Is equal minus b, or else I will put here. When you are finding a solution for a quadratic equation, solution can be minus b plus o minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a, right? This is the answers. Here there is two answers. Minus b plus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided 2a, or the minus b minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Right? So now our x is here, you can't consider as a, it is. We have considered square as square root. We are finding solution for the square root x. Now the minus b means the component in front of the square root x is 1. Therefore minus 1 plus o minus b squared means the value in front of minus square root x is 1. Therefore b squared is 1 minus 4. Value in front of square root square means the square value is also 1. C is equivalent to this part. It is minus 1. Right? Now you have to consider the square root of this part divided by 2a means 2 into 1, 2. Now the answer is minus 1 plus o minus. Here, my 4 into minus 1 minus 4 minus 4 minus this will become plus. Therefore, square root 5 will come into this part. Then divide whole thing by 2. The answer for square root x is given, you can consider as this. දැන් අපිට ආවේ square root x ල answer එක තමයි. ඔය අපිට හොයන්න ඕනේ x නේ හොයන්න ඕනේ. x එක හොයනවා නම් x කියන්නේ you have to square both sides. Then x is equivalent to minus 1 plus or minus square root 5 divided by 2 again square එක. Right? එතකොට මොකක්ද answer එක? මෙහෙම plus or minus කියලා එකක් නෑ. You can consider මෙතන දීපු answers වල there is no answers like this. Therefore you can consider this as two answers since මෙතන answers දෙකම එකට ලියලා තියෙනවා. minus 1 plus square root 5 divided by 2 ගේ square එකයි. අනිත් answer එක වෙනෝනේ minus 1 minus square root 5 divided by 2 ගේ square එකයි. So the answer should be C and E both, right? Both should be considered as the answer for this one. දැන් අපිට මෙතන දීලා square root එකක් විදිහට අරගෙන අපි උලේ square root එකට එන answer solution එක හෙව්වා. හැබැයි අපිට මේ solution වෙනකොට square root එක නෙමෙයි හොයන්න කියන්නේ normal එක. එතකොට අපි ඒකේ normal x value එක හොයන්න දෙපැත්තෙම square value එක ගන්නවා. ඒකට square value එක දෙන්නේ minus 1 plus or minus square root 5 divided by 2 is square එක. Right? Right. Then do the question number 20. try to do the question number 20. What is given in question number 20? 4 log 2, 8 minus 3 log 4, 8. Question number 20 හදන්න බලන්න. Right. So what is the answer for question number 20? Yes, Nipun, you are correct. Question number 20, the answer is 7.5. You can find it, the pole of 2, 8. Instead of 8, you can write 2 to the power 3. Then log 2 is equal to 1, and then you can multiply 2 and 3. Then find the remaining of this part and subtract it. Right. The answer for this one is D. Right. Now we will move on to the next paper. We have done some papers. Lastly, we have done the paper on 2021. No? Now we will move on to the paper on 2020. Should be this. So 25 questions are given on 2020 also, right? Right. For the first one, in 2020, the positive solution of the quadratic equation s squared minus x minus 1 equals 0 to two significant figure is. Right. එතකොට දැන් අපි අර කලින් එක කරා වගේම මෙතෙන්ද quadratic equation එකේ බලන්න easily find කරන්න බෑ. You can apply the equation minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Minus b is equal to minus 1, therefore this part will become plus. Plus or minus b squared is 1 minus 4ac is plus 1. Then plus 4. No. Divided by 2. The answer. Then 1 plus square root 5 divided by 2 or 1 minus square root 5 divided by 2. I will share this one. It's not shared. Right? So if you solve this one, So try to find the answer for that one. Then -1 plus square root 5 divided by 2. Instead of square root 5, you can find the answer. මෙතන අපිට කියන්නේ +1 නේ. පොසිටිව් ආන්සර් එක විතරයි ගන්න කියන්නේ. එහෙනම් පොසිටිව් ආන්සර් එක ගන්න නම් අපි ප්ලස් එක තමයි ගන්න. ස්ක්වෙයාර් රූට් 5 එක අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් 2 point ගානක් දාලා. right? If it is 2 point around 2.2 වගේ ගත්ත හැකිනේ. Yeah, around 2.2 ගත්තොත් 3.2 will be coming. So the answer will be A. If you solve this one, you will get the answer as here it asks the positive answer, therefore I consider only the positive one. 1 plus square root 5 divided by 2. Square root 5 के value එක හොයාගන්න. දෙකෙන් බෙදුවා කියලා. හරි. Then if you move to question number 2, x plus 1 over x minus 1 over x is equivalent to. දැන් බලන්න මේ වගේ මේවා අපිට දැන් papers තුනේම තිබුණා. එතකොට අපි මේකක් කොහොමද solve කරන්නේ? x plus 1 divided by x minus 1 over x කිව්වම අපිට ලියන්න පුළුවන් ඒක x squared minus 1 divided by x කියලා. දැන් මේක අපිට ලියන්න පුළුවන් x plus x over x squared 1. Sorry, x squared minus 1. Then when you solve this, the answer will become x cube minus x plus 6. Therefore, the answer should be x cube minus 6 plus 6 numerator හැටියට. එතකොට x plus 6 minus 6 ගියාම මෙතන එන්න ඕනේ උඩට එන්න ඕනේ x cube විතරයි. x cube divided by x squared minus 1 is the answer. Right? Alright, then question number 3, the greatest common divisor of 14 and 91. කොහොමද අපි greatest common divisor එක හොයනවා කිව්වේ? How do we find the greatest common divisor of 14 and 91? Consider 14 and 91. Check what are the common divisors that you can use to divide this. It is easy if you can find the common divisors with prime numbers. So if not, you can get the value. So you consider here, you can divide this by 7, no? If you divide it by 2 for the 14, 13 for the this one. Then Can you divide it by 2? Here it's asked the largest one, right? The largest number that you can divide both numbers are, what is the largest one? Oh no, so it's without going through this one, you can just you took the 14. Then you can write this as the multiple of prime number, 2 into 7, right? If you consider 91, you can write it as 7 into 13. When you write like this, check the common value and multiply common value. Here only one common value. If there is 2, you have to consider those 2. Multiplication of those 2. Since there is only one common value, you can consider it as the greatest common divisor of these two numbers. So if you have to find the greatest common divisor, first write the number as a multiplication of prime numbers. Then find what are the common multiplication or the common prime number which is having 4 both. Right? Then multiply different prime numbers, you can have the GCD or else greatest common divisor of the numbers. Then if you move to question number 4, value of log 10, log 2 8 minus log 4 16 is. දැන් මොකද කරන්නේ? ඔයාලා අන්තිමට ආව වගේ එකක් වань. log 10 is here. Log 2 8 you can write log 2 instead of 8 අපිට ලියන්න පුළුවන් 2 to the power 3 minus log 4 4 to the power 2 හැටියට ලියන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් මොකද වෙන්නේ? log 10 එහෙමම තියෙනවා. You can keep log 10 as it is since you don't have, you don't get the value to solve. Then log 2 to the power 3, log 2 to the power 3 you can write 3 into log 2 minus 2 into log 4. You know, as I said you in that lecture of logarithm, the log value of the base is equivalent to 1. Right? If you are finding the log value of the base, then it is equivalent to 1. Right? Then 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Right? And the final answer is log 10, 1. Log 10, 1. What is the answer for log 10, 1? One is, you can write 10 to the as 10 to the power 0. So 0 into log 10, 10 is equivalent to 0. So the answer is 0 here, right? Then question number 5. Try to find it by yourself. Question number 5. The answer for the question number 5. Right? I will give you few more minutes to do it by yourself. Then I will explain. Right? What they say in question number 5 says A and B, which are 100 kilometers apart. The distance between A and B is 100 kilometers, right? Move towards each other in a straight road. They move towards each other. Then A and B have the 100 kilometers during it. A then they are coming to their looking at their side, or they are move toward each other, right? So A move 50 kilometers per hour, B moves 100 kilometers per hour. If B start moving on hour after A, then the distance moved by A when they meet. B start කරන්නේ 1 hour after. එතකොට 1 hour එකක් යනකොට A කොච්චර දුර ඇවිල්ලාද? A ගේ move එක ඒ ඇවිල්ලා 50 kilometers වලින් ඇවිල්ලා. right? A 50 kilometers ඇවිල්ලා B start කරනකොට. Then where it asks when they meet. All right, and then it asks when they meet each other, how long that A travel. OS එකේ දෙන දෙපැත්තේ ඉන්නේ. ඒ කොච්චර දුරක් ඇවිල්ලාද A B හම්බ වෙනකොට කියලා. Right? Then how do we find it? A 25 යනකොට B will come 25 divided by 2. Next. B 25 යනකොට A එන්නේ 25 divided by 2 දුරක් නේ. නෝනලදී A ඉන්නේ 50 plus 25 divided by 2. Then again when it move, again then when this move this half, this will come into this much. So what will be the answer? 50 plus 50 plus 25 divided by 2 plus 20. 12.5 divided by 2, like that, right? So the answer will be 200 divided by 3, right? So any move to question number 6? Or else you can, like, you can do this part like this also, right? If these are two apart, when we start 1 hour after means A has moved 50 kilometers. A and B are in this. When they meet, A has, if A goes x distance, B goes x minus 1 distance, right? When they meet each other, the time taken to meet is equivalent, නේ? අපි මෙතන නම් මෙතෙන්ට යනකොට එතකොට x into x divided by x divided by 60 is, sorry, x divided by 50 is equivalent to x divided by 100. So x minus 50 divided by 50 minus x divided by 100. Right? So 100x is equivalent to 50 into 50 because 100 minus 100 minus 50x. Then 150x is equivalent to 1,500. Right? So you can do this in this method very easily. So A and B are here. When B start, A has come to 50 kilometers. Now A is here. You can see, since they are meeting each other, if A has gone x distance. B, we should come 50 minus x distance at the same time, right? Minus A. The time taken to travel are same. Therefore, x divided by 50 is equivalent to 50 minus x divided by 100. Right? So 100x equivalent to 2500 minus 50x. Right? You can write this as 50x minus, sorry, 50x equivalent to 2500 here. Sorry, here should be 150. When you add this, then you can cut off this 0 and this 0. You divide this by 5, 3x equal 50. X is equal 50 divided by 3. Now the total distance traveled by A is 50 plus 50 divided by 3. That is 200 divided by 3. Therefore, the answer is B. Right? If you move to question number 6, the solution to the equation 2 to the power, what is that? X minus 1 into 2 to the power 4, sorry, 8 to the power x minus 1 into 8 to the power 4x minus 1. 4x minus 11 equal 47 is. මේ වගේ එකක් තිබ්බොත් මම මොකද කරන්න කිව්වේ? If there is something like this, you should check whether base are equivalent, but base are not equivalent, or else check whether the indices are equivalent. Indices are also not equivalent. But අපි මේක දිහා බැලුවොත් පේනවා අපිට base එක equivalent කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Instead of 8, you can write 2 to the power 3 into x minus 1 into 2 to the power 4x minus 11 equal 2 to the power 2 into 7, 14. Right. Now you can, now you know the base are equal, then the indices are same. You can equal the indices. 3x minus 3 plus 4x minus 11 equal to 14. Now if you solve this, 3x plus 4x 7x, then, and minus 14 is here. Minus 14 plus 14, 28. If you divide 28 by 7, then what is the answer? Answer will be 4. you solve this further, you can get the answer as 4. Right? එතනින් එහා සුළු කරන්න ඕනේ නේ. ඔයාලට සුළු කරගන්න පුළුවන් නේ. Right. If you move on to question number 7. Currently, the price of a pair of socks is 250, while the price of a scarf is 350. The price of pair of socks raised 5%, whereas the price of scarf dropped by 10%. What is the change in cost for the consumer who buys one pair of socks and one scarf? Right. එතකොට අපි මේකෙන් 250 වලින් 5% අඩු වුණා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ? Two 50 වලින් 5% අඩු වුණා කියන්නේ දැන් 100 වලින් ඒක දෙපැත්තටම හොයන්න පුළුවන්. 250 වලින් 5% කියන්නේ කොච්චරද කියලා හොයලා. So 250 වලින් 5% වැඩි වෙලා. Multiply by 5 and divide by 100. Well, 0.5 තමයි add වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. Right. එතකොට 250 එක වෙනවා 262.5. 350 වලින් 10% අඩු වෙලා. එහෙනම් කියන්නේ 350 වලින් 35 අඩු වෙලා. 350 minus 35. Here 250 plus. Then here 265 plus 5. This one is, then there is a reduction, then the minus 5, 4 minus 3, 1. 315 vela scarf එක. Right? What is the change in cost of a consumer who buys one pair of socks and one pair of scarf? Right? So if he buys one pair of socks and one scarf, it's in the original price, then it will become, it is original 600. Right? Now with the reduction, it is what's the value? Seven. Five 7.5 is the now price. The reduction in 5% in total cost, the total cost reduction is 22 rupees 22.5. Is it true? If you, yeah, that's true. 22.5 is E is correct. What are the other answer that you can have? අපි බැලුව 600 වලින් 577.5 අඩු කරොත් එහෙම එනවා 222.5 කියලා. එතකොට E එක correct. Total cost reduction of 3.75. 3.75 ද කියලා හොයන්න නම් අපි cost reduction total එක මේක 600 වලින් බෙදලා 100 වලින් වැඩි කරන්න. Now this will come as total cost reduction is 22.5. අපි 22.5 තමයි මේක බෙදලා පුළුවන්, but if you divide this by this one, then you have to here is as cost reduction. Reduction is 22.5. Then 3.75, right? The percentage of reduction does not the value, just the reduction is 3.7. Therefore, there is two answers for the question number 7, A and E. Right. Now, if we move on to question number 8, Mary bought item X and Y for 200 and 225 respectively. She sold X for 250 and Y for 275. Which of the following are true? Percentage profit of Y is less than percentage profit of X. Percentage profit less than ඉන්නේ equal වෙනවා නේද? ඔබ බලමු අපි equal වෙනවද කියලා. 200 වලට X buy කරලා then 250. Profit is 50. Y 225. Then Y sell into 275. Right? No, then percentage Y is more than both items give the same percentage profit. That's true. Right? 200 වලට 20 profit එකක් තියෙනවා නම් 200 වලට 50 හම්බ වෙනවා නම් that's mean 100 වලට 25% profit එකක් ලැබෙනවා. C and D are both correct, ne? Percentage profits are not comparable. No, it is comparable. Next. So the answers are C and D. Neither. We move to question number 8. X all 250. Therefore, 50 for 200, it has 50 profit. Then 200, it is 25, right? So that's correct. Y for 275 means it is also having 250 divided by 275. Right? Then 100. 25 into 2. 25 into 1 and 6. Then 200 by divided by 30. So the percentage, the Y profit is less than X profit. Ne? When you calculate, not equal. The value is equal, but the percentages are not equal. Therefore, E and E are the answers. Right. Now we will move on to question number 9. A cylinder of radius 5 cm holds water to height 6 centimeters. And cylinder එකක් තමයි දීලා තියෙන්නේ. Right? Radius is 5. Height is 10 centimeters. So water දාලා තියෙනවා. This cylinder is empty by pouring all the water into right circular conical vessel of radius 10 centimeters. Then the height of the water in the conical vessel will be. So here, what you have to do is, first find the volume of cylinder. How do you find the volume of cylinder? Pi r squared h, right? Pi r squared h is equivalent to what? To the right circular conical vessel. Right? How do you find the volume of right circular volume, sorry, conical vessel? 1/3 pi r squared h. H we don't know. Here H2 we will consider. Here is H. So you can cut off 5. And R1 here, R2 here, right? R1 is 5. 5 squared 25 into 10 is equivalent to 1 divided by 3 into, now the R is given as 10. 10 into 10, 100 into H2. Then 7.5 should be the answer. No? Answer is 7.5. Right. Then question number 10. The remainder of 3, which is divided by 43. 3 to the power 212. Then මොකක්ද අපි මෙතන කරන්න ඕනේ? You should write the congruence. Is congruent to x mod 43 නේද? 3 to the power 212 is congruent to x mod 43 is the equation. Now what we have to do is find the value of x so that it given the same answer. Right? Here you can do one thing. You consider 3 to the power 2. If you consider this as 3 to the power 4 to the power 5, 3 3 to the power 3 4 වල 5 3 එක බැලුවා නම් yes. So then what will be the answer then? You should find a way to get the remainder. When you divide 3 by 43, the answer will be 3. 9 by 43 also 9. So check whether what is the number that you can get. Right? So then what will be the answer for this one? Question number 10. Right. So when you find what will be the answer? You consider only this part, then you can find it. You consider 2 to the power 2 as the one answer. Then 3 to the power 1 06 1 x mod 43. Right? You can say for this part, the answer will be 9. 3 to the power 2, you can write as 9. So the x is equal to 9. When you solve the remaining part, the 9 will be the final answer, right? Right. Okay. We will stop from this question number 10. We will do the remaining part on next Wednesday. Okay? Then remaining part and another paper, right? I hope to give you some which is called sample paper before the exam, right? So you can do it and check your knowledge. If you have time, we can discuss that one also. Okay, then I will stop for today. We will do the remaining part on next Wednesday. Okay, good night for all of you.